sitting here with Dania, one of my most favorite people in the world right now. For all of you that go to work each day and hear people cry and whine about didn't get paid this, didn't get days off, I want you to let them see Dania. The spirit that she has is incredible. I'm just going to ask Dania some simple questions, and she's going to tell you her story.
Oh, thank you for having me.
You were diagnosed with breast cancer how long ago?
I was diagnosed in October 2010. So this October is going to be 6 years already.
And you had the chemo, and you had the radiation, and you had the operation. Is that
Yes,
correct? Okay.
twice.
What was
everything.
what was the experience after that? Were you?
Well, after my first round of chemo and radiation on my chest, and then surgeries and everything, I was good for about 4 years until like when I was about to hit my 5 year mark, when they were supposed to release me from cancer and everything. I got a very bad pain in my hip. So I got through testing and everything, and I went to my oncologist, and she said, this doesn't sound anything good, so I'm gonna schedule a bone scan. And I got a bone scan, and the results came really quickly. Like a week later, I found out that I had metastasis in my bones from here down to my pelvic bone. Not including, the only bones that are not included are my arms and my legs. Oh, the only bones that are not already metastasized.
What course of action did you take then? What did you do?
Well, the doctors gave me all the radiation I could have, all the radiation my bone marrow could stand. They took away my ovaries. What else? I had chemotherapy again. My hair fell out again. Well, that's very debilitating for.
How old are you, Denny?
I'm 32 now.
Now you've gone through all of this, and I got your attitude to me is just amazing. I mean, I just love your spirit and I love your attitude. I cannot imagine at 32 years old, 31 years old, 28 years old, going through what you went through. Now you've come to a point where you were taking radiation pills and you were taking morphine every day for the pain.
Yes.
Correct? And a friend of yours, Dr. Shireen, told you about me and about Dr. J's clinic.
Exactly, yes. Shireen is a very dear friend of mine. We actually share the same birthday. So we say like we're twins from a different womb. So she found out about the stem cells on animals and started researching a little bit and found you and then found Dr. J. And she immediately told me about it because she saw a window of opportunity that I could really take advantage of. And I got very interested in it because the doctors basically gave me a piece of paper that states that I'm going to die within 5 years. And they cannot do anything else for me because my bone marrow cannot stand any more radiation. Radiation is the only resource they can offer me, right? And I don't want it because I think that's killing me faster.
It kills everything.
Yes.
It kills everything.
So I got the information. We met, me, my husband, and you, and
that's right. We met up by the airport, didn't we?
Yes,
yeah.
By the Hilton. So I just needed to know how much it would be and what could I expect from the treatment and if there was anything bad about it. But
the thing I love about Dr. J, when Dania and I talked, and her husband Josh, when we talked, I had talked to Dr. Julius already and gave Dania's story. And I said, tell me, what can we expect? Dr. J is not the one that's going to say, oh, don't worry, I can cure you everything. Dr. J said there's a 10% chance that we can reverse what is going on right now with Dania. There's a 100% chance that we can improve her quality of life. I told Dania this, and she said, that's 10% is 100% more than I have now. Again, her attitude and her spirit is something that it's incredible. And I hope everybody brings away her spirit from watching her today. So now we've talked. We actually went up and saw Dr. J for a little meeting.
Yes.
I have to tell you, everybody that meets Dr. J, he is about as unfiltered as you can be. But everybody that meets him loves him. He's got a heart as big as Nicaragua. He loves what he does. He jokes, he laughs, he has a good time. He treats so many people in his clinic that I know cannot afford to pay the fee that is there. But he can't let them go out of the office. And 90% of them are probably Nicaraguan. He has a number from Europe. So we went up and with Dr. Shireen, Dania's good friend, we went up and spent the day. And I think while you were there that day, he took your blood, didn't he?
He took my blood right then and there because I decided that I was going through the treatment. And I also met some other patients that were there that reassured me that I needed to take this leap of faith, as I call it, because it really is. And I said, well, I have nothing to lose. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to hope for the best. And, you know.
So that was 6 weeks ago.
That was 6 weeks ago. Yes. No, like 7 weeks ago.
7 weeks ago.
Yes.
And then you started the treatment 6 weeks ago.
Yes.
And how do you feel? I believe you said your knees were bothering you a great deal when you started. You also had the biofeedback. On your knees only, or was it on your back? And
only on my knee, because you cannot get biofeedback when you have had radiotherapy. So I've been radiated most of my body. So the knee hasn't been. So it was bothering me, and I got the biofeedback. And a few days later, the pain got so much worse. But let's say 10 days later, it got a lot better, and now it's completely gone, the pain. I was telling you earlier on the way here that I feel like I've just taken a power nap.
Yeah.
Because that's how energized I feel. It's something that I haven't felt in so long, because in spite of feeling good, I thought I was feeling good, I was getting tired very easily. And for example, I couldn't go yesterday. I worked out. I went grocery shopping, and I spent the afternoon with my friend teaching her how to do her makeup. The entire day I was busy. By the end of the day, I was tired, but I wasn't exhausted as I used to be. Okay. You know, so I think that's a side effect of the treatment for sure.
And it's only been 6 weeks of the treatment.
And it's only been 6 weeks.
I will tell you, there are a number of patients that I met at Dr. J's clinic. One gentleman went through the 90-day protocol, and he was kind of upset and disappointed because he didn't have that aha moment and he was a furniture walker, I called him. They would place their furniture so when they get out of bed, they can hold on to furniture as they walk to a particular area. He would leave his cane in the corner of the room and then walk the furniture and go to bed. So after 90 days, he was disappointed. Nothing happened. 2 weeks after the 90 days, he got up and he walked over and got his cane. And he got his cane and he said, wait a minute, I didn't use the furniture to walk over here. And I don't need this cane. And this is the same guy that came out of the biofeedback room that said, watch this. And he ran to the door and he ran back. He was so proud that he could do that. So we know that it's a process. The stem cells that are being injected twice a week and the protocols that Dania is on, it is a process where those cells are seeking out damaged or dead cells. Repairing them and creating a better situation. Dania has energy, and I know that Dania's added to it. I don't even have to ask the question, but I will, just for the benefit of you all. So what do you think? How do you feel the future process is coming along?
Well, I'm very hopeful, of course, and the way that I'm feeling right now, only 6 weeks into the treatment, I think that I'm gonna be feeling like 100% after I'm done, because not only the treatment is making me feel better, but also the diet that goes with it. You know, it's a strict diet. It's hard to make the switch and
Can't
not
drink that
eating.
gallon of milk every day. Yeah.
Not that I liked it,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I did like the cheese, and I liked my wheat tortillas,
Yep.
and any kind of tortillas and cereal and stuff. But now I cannot eat it, and when I do cheat, that I have, my stomach gets bloated like immediately. So I know that I cannot do it anymore.
And you were saying you've lost inches already.
Yes, I have. It's been like a super quick. I've shrunk
Yeah.
like from one day to the other. And my husband we wake up in the morning, and he's like, "You're so skinny. What happened from last night to now? You're so skinny." And I think it's the this inflammation process that you go through when you stop eating gluten. That's really good. And I thought I haven't had that in years, that I've been trying to get back to my
Normal size.
Yes.
Well, again, if you don't need the treatment, the Hellenthal protocols, if you don't know anybody, the one thing that you will take away from this video is the spirit of Dania. And it's something that it makes me smile every day. So we appreciate it. I appreciate you being here. Okay. Thanks.
Thank you for having me.